Hello, my dear Sagittarians. This is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me this month for your Holistic Tarot reading. This reading is going to cover the period of September 19th, the new moon in Virgo, through to October 19th, which is the new moon in Libra. All right, so it's a 28-day cycle. Now, the new moon is going to be falling in your 10th house. And new moons in general we know that they're about new beginnings. They have energy behind them. They have a burst of initiative. It's an excellent time for making a fresh start, for turning over a new leaf, for starting a new project, for planting seeds, for planting your intentions so that over that 28-day cycle you can start seeing the manifestation of energies that you put into that intention or that goal or those seeds. Okay, there's a growth cycle. The new moon is in your 10th house, and with it there's a focus very much at the apex of your chart. Okay, so if you look at your your solar chart with Sagittarius as the first house, then looking at the top of the chart, you're going to see the sign Virgo, and that's where that new moon of brand new intentions is going to be falling this month, and for that 28-day cycle. So I'm working today with the Universal Tarot. And I love these cards because they're nice and big, plenty of images that you can see detailing here. And I have a new oracle deck which is called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. That's the oracle deck that I'm using today. So initially I laid down the cards for to get your reading started, and 9 cards, and then I pulled a oracle card. I do all this off camera just to save time so we can get right to the reading. But for me, the most important card usually in the reading is the center card. And when I laid out these cards before pulling an oracle card, the Knight of Swords came up. The Page of Swords came up. And the first thing I said to me is, somebody's fighting for you. All right, somebody's fighting for you. Somebody wants to protect you. You're going to find that out during this new moon cycle. And then when I finished laying the cards and pulled an oracle card for Sagittarius, the card Protection came up. So there's some synchronicity there that I wanted to share with you. So that for me is the theme of this period. Now, at the base of the deck, you have the Death card reversed, and you're coming into this new moon cycle with the Three of Swords. So let's start with the Three of Swords. So it's not the easiest of cards. It's not the easiest of energies to be entering into a cycle with. And so I do feel that many of my Sagittarians may be coming into this new moon with some emotional situation going on, an emotional state. There may have been a separation, there may have been a divorce, there may have been some kind of alienation from someone in your life, or there could just have been events that have been very distressing for you and that you're dealing with during this new moon cycle, during this beginning, which starts around the 19th of September. The message here is that there is protection available to you, and you are under protective skies. Okay, the universe has your back, and regardless of what difficulties are going on around you, know that there are heavenly bodies, there are people around you, there are angelic forces, divine forces that want to cover you, okay, and protect you or defend you from whatever difficulties you may be encountering or experiencing at this time. Now, I do feel that the reason this is tied to some kind of situation that's kind of gone off the rails a little bit. All right, there's definitely an imbalance here. There's definitely some dropping. Somebody dropped the ball. Okay, somebody has been juggling a situation. There may have been, there's definitely imbalance because the Two of Pentacles is here. Let me see what the main. Well, we have a mixture here. We have swords, 1, 2, 3 swords. We have 1, 2 wands. We have 1 pentacle, 1 cup card, and 3 major arcana. So with swords being the dominant suit here, again, swords represent struggle often, and they can also represent change. So change and some struggle related to that change may be what you're going into this new moon cycle with. This could be a situation where someone is trying to make a decision, or someone is juggling 2 people in his or her life, and there has been a realization of this, and so this has kind of turned your world upside down, the revelation of this. And so I feel that you may have received some distressing news, some distressing information about a situation where multiple people are involved, and now as a result of that, you are dealing with the difficulties related to that. And again, it could be things are off balance, and you are now trying to figure out how to recover from this situation. Okay. What's coming after the Two of Pentacles we have here is the Five of Swords reversed. And that, again, is not an easy card as well. Usually when the Five of Swords shows up, there is some struggle. Fives are struggle. Fives are imbalance, change, often change that is brought into your life that you would prefer not happening. So, here you are, perhaps being forced into change that you didn't expect, that you weren't looking for. And with this covering your chart, with this in Virgo and ruling that 10th house with that new moon, this could be something related to your career, to your work. It could be something related to your public reputation, because the 10th house is the highest house. It kind of overlooks the rest of your chart and all the other aspects and areas of your life. So I'm feeling that you may be dealing with a situation where you feel like you have been betrayed, or that someone has gotten the best of you. Someone may have walked away and left you holding the bag, whatever that might be. It may be a situation where you found out that someone has cheated you, and someone has stolen what rightfully belongs to you. It could be anything from a partner or a love interest, to possibly money, to possibly, credit. Someone could be taking credit for work that was yours. With the Pentacles there could be a financial aspect to it, possibly. And so I feel that, there is moving into this, the first week to 10 days of this new moon cycle. So going from the 19th of September through to, say, the first week of October, you may be feeling defeated. There may be a sense of pessimism or hopelessness. The star is here reversed, so I think that even as time passes on in the next few days or the next week, you are going to be feeling this lingering aspect of, of what has happened, of what you're coming into this period with. So there may be some heartbreak, some sadness, some heartache, a sense of alienation from someone. All right? But I want to tell you that even though you may be feeling some kind of distress, or a sense of pessimism, a sense of hopelessness perhaps, all is not lost here. Because as I said at the beginning of the video, you have the Page of Swords here, and you have the protection card here. And so that is a message for you from the universe, that, as I said, someone has your back. The universe has your back. Now, I'm seeing two people here actually that could be of great importance to you. They're both showing up right side up, and so I think that both of these people could potentially be allies for you to help you get through a difficult situation that you might be facing. You have the Page of Swords, which is a someone who can be of an air sign personality, so that would be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. You also have the Queen of Cups, which is a water sign personality. That could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Now, the page could be male or female. The queen could be male or female. We're talking about energies here, not particularly gender, okay? But I do feel that there are two energies here in your life that may be coming to your rescue on some level. Now, these could be people that you're encountering, people who are relatives or friends. I do get a strong friendship vibe here. So there may be one or two people in your life that you really can go to right now for advice, for support, for emotional support, and, you know, who are going to stand up for you. If it's a work situation, because we do have wands here toward the bottom of the reading here, the Six of Wands reversed and the Seven of Wands reversed, it could very well be, as I said, a professional situation with Venus, with the new moon highlighting your 10th house. So if it's a situation where you feel like you are not getting the credit that you were due, or you did not receive maybe a promotion or some kind of salary increase, or you know, some kind of financial gift, or you are you know, feeling hopeless about a situation, a job situation, work, or money, I do feel that news is coming, is what the message here is with the Page of Swords. So I want you to be watchful for it. I want you to be aware. I want you to make sure that you're checking your emails, that you're checking your text messages, that you're answering your calls, that you are checking your voicemails, because I do feel that there is news coming through to you, Sagittarius, that is going to be very, very helpful to you. Now, pages usually indicate people in our lives who are younger than us. There's a youthful energy here, as opposed to a king or a queen, which is more mature. So this page could be someone younger than you. It could be someone in your social network, because pages talk about information. So, you know, you could get news on your, you know, Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram, some message coming through to you from a protective energy, or an energy that has information that you need to know or you need to be aware of. Okay, and this page could simply mean the message or the news coming in from this water sign energy. Okay, so keep an eye out and keep your ears open. And if someone wants to talk to you about, you know, talk out the situation with you, or review the situation, or, you know, wants to sit down and have a discussion or a meeting with you, take that meeting. Make sure that you make yourself available to have a conversation. Because I do think that this is going to be something beneficial, a beneficial communication with someone, okay? And the vibe with the Queen of Cups is one that is emotionally connected to you on some level. So this Queen of Cups genuinely cares for you, has very high regard for you. There is an emotional connection with them. The Queen of Cups could be someone who is a very creative person, male or female, who, you know, could be in the arts in some way, music, art, you know, the theater, Could be a fine artist. Could also be someone who has very strong intuition. Maybe a little psychic, maybe intuitive. Could be someone who has, who can read the cards, or an astrologer, or an intuitive person who may have a message for you that you need to listen to or be open to. Okay? It's a very strong feminine energy. So I am going to focus on the female aspect of this protective energy for you, because I do feel that even more so than a male energy, it is a feminine influence for you. Could be your mom. Okay. You may be having a conversation with your mother that's going to kind of put your mind to ease, that's going to uplift you and help you get through whatever this rough patch is here. Okay, so, don't hesitate talking to mom about this, or a maternal figure as well. It could be a female partner, okay, whether you're male or female. Could be a female romantic partner or a significant other for you, okay? There is a strong emotional connection, and this person has a strong intuition about things in general, okay? Especially here, I'm going to jump down to the moon, because she's right here with the moon, and it's interesting because she's looking into her cup here, as though she's reading tea leaves or scrying, okay, as though she's looking into the water for a message here, and below her is the moon. So the moon itself indicates psychic messages, intuitive messages, the subconscious. Someone has some subconscious messages. Someone has some information that is, rising up from their subconscious to provide you with guidance here, okay? Be open to accepting that, especially toward the end of this cycle, probably 10 days to a week before the next new moon in October 19th, okay? And what's going to happen here, again, we're jumping ahead, but I feel that information is going to be revealed to you, whether it's allowing you to have a new perspective or just new information that you did not have before, okay? Now, the card at the base of the deck is the Death card. I'm going to get back to these Wands cards in a second. But with the card at the base of the deck being the Death card, the indication there is that there is a major, major transformation that's trying to take place in your life, but for some reason, it's stuck, okay? You're stuck. The energy is stuck. This could very well be that you are resisting change. Often when the Death card comes up, it's something that you need to release, that you need to let go of, that you need to let fall away or die in your life, so that a new cycle can begin that is more authentic to your life path, okay? But the energy of the Death card is stuck here, okay? And you have to figure out why this energy is not moving forward. There's a reason here. Now, the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands here are reversed. And these cards very much talk about energy as far as your work life, your professional life, your goals and your aspirations. The Seven of Wands is below the Star card, and so the energy is very similar there, where the Star card gives you a feeling of kind of pessimism or hopelessness about a situation. The energy that follows that is the Seven of Wands reverse, where you feel as though because of what you've experienced, or because of such a negative outlook on what has happened, or what has happened to you, you feel like you don't have the energy or the drive or the fight in you to keep fighting another day, or to keep defending yourself. Often the Seven of Wands reverse shows someone who is always on the defensive, or on the defensive in a situation, and they feel like they have to always, try and prove themselves, or defend their position, defend their work, defend their honor. And so it gets exhausting, it gets tiresome. And so I feel like many of you are tired of having to go through this and have this energy in your life where there's a constant conflict or constantly a constant what's that word, push and pull with someone else, okay, like a tug of war always. And then next to that is the Six of Wands reverse. So this may be affecting your public reputation. This may be affecting the way that the people around you, or that your professional environment or the people that you work with, that they're seeing you. Okay, it may be affecting the way that you are being perceived by other people. So the message that I'm getting here is that you may be in a situation where you have had to constantly defend yourself, constantly fight for your rights, constantly fight for your position, maybe fight financially to sustain yourself or to get what is due you, to receive what is due you. And it's getting to the point where you may need to walk away from this situation with the Death card here, but something is stopping you, something's holding you back. Something is preventing you from wrapping up a chapter in your life that is, screaming out to be wrapped up. You no longer have the fight in you. It is what you're going through is affecting the way others see you, and could even lead to a loss in your reputation, okay, or loss in regard for you by the people that care about you and respect you, or those who work with you professionally. So, I do feel that you may need to look around and explore your options, and to listen very closely to whatever this message is with the Page of Swords, this message of protection that may be coming through to you by the end of this new moon cycle with the moon. Now, I want to just pull one more card here from the top of the deck. Okay. Wow. So, very nice card. The Four of Wands came up here as a clarifier for the moon. So, whatever is going on here could definitely be affecting your relationship, your marriage if you are married, your long-term relationship if you are in a long-term union, your home life, your family life. What I'm getting here is that you may need to pay very close attention to how all of this is affecting your foundation and the people around you who mean the most to you, okay? And realize that even if you lose something that you thought was belonging to you, or that you were trying to hold on to, you still have a strong base, okay? That Four of Wands is saying that regardless of the difficulties that you've been experiencing here, you're going to come out of this situation balanced. You're going to come out with a sense of peace and a sense of foundation, structure. There may even be a celebration, okay? There may be even this news that is coming through to you may actually be cause for celebration for you, because it could be an offer. It could be it could be a new house, a new home. It could be that you're moving, that you're relocating. This new moon cycle may bring to you a happy conclusion for you, for your loved ones, for your family. And again, Wands is here once again. So Wands being very strong as far as your professional life, your career. You may receive an offer that is going to be even better than what you thought you had before was good, but this is going to be something that you may end up being, relocated for a new job, and your expenses being paid for your move. Okay. I love that there is the canopy here. Okay, and whatever your religious background or cultural background, this could represent the chuppah from the Jewish religion. This could represent just a protective canopy over your life, your situation, your family. So again, the theme of protection being very strong here. I really like the Four of Wands, which also tells me that your family, your home situation, your home life, allow that to be your haven that you retreat to while you are waiting for the dust to settle and waiting for the energies to change and some new information to come through to you that will allow this death card to actually start moving forward. So there is major change that wants to come through for you, Sagittarius. Keep your eyes and your ears open for communication, protection from loved ones, from people around you, intuitive advice, intuitive messages from your psyche, from the psyche of those that you trust and that you love. And ultimately, I feel it's a happy ending that by the end of this new moon cycle, October 19th, you will have information that is going to help you finally settle, put down roots, and settle with a very positive conclusion for yourself and the people that you love. All right, Sagittarius, so that's your reading for this new moon cycle. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like a personal reading, please contact me at the link below in the information box. Until next month, I bid you all beautiful and wonderful things, and I send you love and peace, and I bid you namaste.